Are you up for a little bit of full moon magic? Well, you'll just need a piece of paper and a pen and a journal. This is one of those rituals to release what you don't want, right? I'm actually borrowing this from Tony Robbins. He has a practice. It's called Old Story, New Story. So you write your old story and then you let it go and you write a new story. So that's what I'm gonna do about dance. So I've been, trying to keep my dancing sort of free from like tired thought patterns. But you don't always know what's kind of running in the background. And I thought a little bit about how I feel every time I come to class, like how come it's not this amazing, fun time for me, and it's more of feeling bad, feeling inadequate. Not that, maybe the classes are too hard or I'm too hard on myself. But like one particular thing, it keeps coming up, and that is that I feel like I wasn't able to train as a dancer when I was growing up, and I missed out. And now I feel like I'm not where I need to, like I have catching up to do. Like I'm not where I need to be. And so every time I come to class, like I don't want to be myself or the version of myself that I am. I want to be where I expect myself to be, later in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years. I don't know when at this point. But there's always this dissatisfaction, this need to prove to be better. That's a really awful place to start. So, every now and then I am better. Like every now and then I do something I haven't done before. The teacher notices it. I feel great. But it's really not worth all the turmoil that happens before and after it. So, that's my old story. I'm just gonna quickly write it down. If you're sitting here with me, do it too. Write your own story about dance, what kind of dancer you feel yourself to be, what's running through your mind every single time. If that's something that's so familiar, it's so ingrained that it's probably not true. The truth is kind of new and fresh every day, every moment, but that old story that you're telling yourself, or that old feeling, is probably just that. It's just a story. So let's take a few minutes and get it all out. How's it going? So I'm about ready with my stuff. So now that you have it on paper, you know what you're gonna do, right? I really have not thought this through. See, I was going to light that candle first and then light my paper off the candle and throw it in the fireplace. But first I forgot to light the candle, and now I'm having lots of trouble doing it with my lighter. Ouch, burned my finger. And then I forgot to open the vent in the fireplace, which is a big deal to do on the fly because it's all covered in soot and I would get my hands dirty. In the meantime, that little piece of paper is smoking like a chimney. Wow, check out all these bad thoughts I am releasing. It's burning slowly. And I doubt it'll burn before this whole room fills up with smoke. I'm wondering if there's a smoke alarm right above where I'm sitting. There isn't one, but I don't trust it. I'm gonna have to figure out a plan B here. I'm gonna open up the window. I'm not sure if this fireplace vent is on. An excellent reminder not to do things late at night. Did it again, just didn't want to miss out on the full moon. And decided to move the bucket to the window. Hi, sorry. Get rid of all that smoke. So now, that whether you're letting the old story evaporate there on the window, we can write our new story. I'm still worried about that smoke. Eventually it stopped. The paper only burned partially. So afterwards, I took it to the bathroom. I burned the rest of it and I threw it in the toilet. That worked pretty well. If I were to do it again though, I would maybe just tear it up. No fire. Although fire makes a fun nighttime ritual. So if I were to do it again, I would plan it ahead of time, and I would do it early, just after the moonrise. The moon was enormous last night, by the way. Check it out tonight. Maybe it's still there. If I were to do it again, maybe I would do it outside where you could see the moon. That would be really cool if I could sit there in the moonlight and you could see it. My new story is not really much of a story. I just said that I'm very happy to be the dancer that I am. The dancer that I am now, right? That's the only thing I can be. And I love my school, my studio where I take classes, and I trust my teachers to teach me everything they know. That's it. I do think that if I do, oh yeah, the other thing I wrote is that I challenge myself to do my best, but it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with me now. You know, the person who's doing her best is the person I am now. So just forget about all the things that happened or didn't happen in the past, or that will or will not happen in the future. It doesn't matter, but I did happen to find a really good school. And as one of my meditation teachers said once, you're not so special that this doesn't work for you. This meditation technique has worked for thousands of people. So that's cool. I really like to think that I'm not so special, that the classes that I'm taking now are not going to work for me. They'll work. I'll learn. Plus, I'll work on it here a little bit extra, and that will help me too. So that's all. I feel a little bit better. I have to go check on my little piece of paper over there. I guess I can trust it to burn safely in the bucket. So hope you found something to release, and something new came in to your life or is soon to come. Have a good night.